in child's pose. To check in with yourself. Let your breath, the deep inhales and exhales, and the sounds around you presence you on your mat. In your space, wherever you're practicing today. Take a deep inhale, an audible exhale. Take 2 more just like that. A deep breath in, breathe it out of your mouth. Let go of anything before coming to your mat today. And take this next hour for yourself. Walk your right hand over to meet your left, giving you a stretch down the right side of your body. Take 2 more breaths, and then walk both hands over to the right side of the mat. Come back to center, your child's pose. Maybe set an intention for yourself. For your practice today. And when you feel ready, make your way up to tabletop. Your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We'll take some cats and cows. So you're gonna press your belly down to the mat. Gaze up, cow pose. Then drop your head, arch your back, cat pose. And take these with your own breaths. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Cow pose, really pressing your belly button down towards the mat. Cat pose, really pressing the space in between your shoulders up towards the ceiling. And take it as fast or slow as you need to. Take 4 more rounds and then come back to stillness in your tabletop. Definitely take any little movements you need in between. Tuck your toes and press up to downward facing dog. This is probably our first down dog of the day, so feel free to add any movement You want to pedal your feet out. Even drop both feet to each side. Or raising one leg and then the other. Whatever movement feels good to you. Or finding some stillness. Take one more breath. And walk your feet forward to meet your hands. And come into ragdoll. Grab opposite elbows. Feel free to bend your knees a lot here. You can rest your belly on your thighs. Can even gently sway from side to side. Take 2 more breaths. Release your fingertips down to the mat. Halfway lift. Straight spine. Your gaze straight ahead. Slowly come all the way back down, forward fold. Extended mountain, rise one vertebrae at a time. Take your fingertips to the ceiling. And bring your hands to heart center. We'll start our practice with 1 cleansing breath together. Deep inhale. Audible exhale. Extended mountain. Forward fold. We'll take some sun A's. Halfway lift. Take the first few slow. High plank. You can take a full high plank or modify a high plank by dropping your knees down. Lower down, low plank. Upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Last breath. Walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, fingertips, ceiling. And bow forward, forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. And press back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. The end of your 3rd exhale. You can walk or step forward. And halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. And press back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Audible exhale. Last breath. And step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. I'll turn to the side. It's like you're sitting in a little baby chair. And you can have your hands all the way extended. You can cactus your arms or bring them to heart center. Always have options. Remember to fit your body into the pose and not the pose into your body. Deep inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Look up, bring a big smile to your face, and forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one on the right. Step your right foot forward. Rise on your inhale. Press your hips towards the front of your mat. You're pressing to the front right hip flexor. Big inhale. Stay for your exhale. Hands to the mat. Float through. High to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one on the left. Take a big inhale. Bend deeper into your left knee. One more breath. Stay for your exhale and flow through. Meet back in downward facing dog. Three more breaths. Last one. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. One breath this time. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Press back. Downward facing dog. Warrior one on the right. Take it with your own breath. Inhale to rise. Stay for your exhale. And hands to the mat. Flow through. Warrior one on the left. Flow through. Meet back in downward facing dog. A big inhale. Audible exhale. Raise your right leg up to the ceiling and bend your knee. Come into three-legged dog. And take some ankle circles, both directions. Like you're drawing a circle with your toes. Pull your right knee in and step through crescent lunge. On the right, you have an option to be up on your toes, or you can drop your left knee down. Hands at heart center. Twist to the right. And hook your left elbow on your right knee. Open your collarbone up to the right side. Big inhale. Stay for your exhale. Last one. Open up warrior two. Look back at your back hand, your left hand. Make sure it's level with your front hand. I notice a lot in warrior two. Sometimes my back hand is just chilling. Strong arms, strong legs. Extended side angle. You can bring your right elbow to your right knee, or your right hand to the floor or to your foot. Feels good on your neck. You take your gaze up to your extended left hand. Hands to the mat. Flow through. Meet back in downward facing dog. You get there, take a deep inhale, audible exhale. Raise your left leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee. Pull your heel towards your butt. And take some ankle circles in both directions. Pull your left knee in and step through crescent lunge on the left. Same option on this side. You can always switch it up. You tried something different last time. Try something different on this side. Hands to heart center and twist to the left this time. Two more breaths. Warrior two. Again, look back at your right hand and make sure it's level with your left. Extended side angle. Last breath, biggest inhale. Stay for your exhale. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Audible exhale. And walk your hands back to meet your feet, the back of your mat. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Take your peace sign fingers, wrap it around your big toe. You can make as much space as you need to between your feet. Press your hips up to the ceiling and let the crown of your head drop towards the mat. Physically use your grip on your toe to pull yourself closer to the mat. Release your toes, halfway lift. Take a breath. And back down, palms to toes, forward fold. This time you're gonna step your feet onto the palm of your hand, up to your wrist or as much as you can. Feel free, bend your knees a lot. I'll turn to the side. Just breathe into any tightness. Again, just feeling what's going on in our bodies without judgment. Slowly release your hands. Halfway lift. And come slowly all the way to standing. Standing mountain. So open the palms of your hands and face them forward. Rolling your shoulders into your spine. And even opening your chest up to the sky, the ceiling. Feels good. You can close your eyes, drop your head back. You dropped your head, slowly raise it. Take some balancing poses. We'll start with eagle on the right. You can take your eagle arms, make the bind, or hug yourself with your arms. Either way, steady yourself on your left foot and wrap your right leg around. And breathe into this pose. Breathe into finding your balance. Focus on one non-moving spot in front of you. Release eagle. And take eagle on the left. So rewrap your arms, opposite arm this time. Left arm under. Left leg over. Squeeze in your thighs together, your core, everything into your center line. And release eagle. Take eagle on the right again. So rewrap. Right arm under, right leg over. We've already been here. It's not starting over, just finishing where we left off. And release, eagle on the right. And take eagle on the left. Left arm under. Left leg over. And release, eagle on the left. Take standing leg raise on the right. Grab your right knee or big toe. Take it out to the right side. Stretch your left arm out towards the left. You can even take your gaze over your extended left arm if that feels good on your neck. Right knee back to center. Kick it out in front of you. Pull it in. And then kick back for airplane. And flex your right foot that's lifted towards your knee. Activates muscles in your legs, your glutes. Half moon, left hand down to the mat. Open up to the right side. Take your gaze up to your right hand. Come back down to earth, forward fold. Slowly rise all the way back up to standing. Standing leg raise on the left. Grab your left knee or big toe. Take it out to the left side. And pull the top of your head up, press it up towards the ceiling, making your spine nice and long. Left knee back to center. Kick it out in front of you. Pull it back in and kick back, airplane. Two more breaths in airplane. And open up to half moon. Right hand to the mat. Left hand extended up to the ceiling. Look up. Forward fold. Come out of half moon. Slowly rise up to standing. Last balancing pose. We're gonna take tree pose on the right. Hands at heart center. And you can bring your tree, you can kickstand your tree at your ankle. You can bring it to your shin or your thigh. I'm a shin person. And when you feel steady, grow your tree, or you can stay a palm tree. Take your fingers to the ceiling. You can cactus your arms. How do you feel today? Where is your tree? Release, tree pose on the right. Tree pose on the left. Hands at heart center. Wherever you feel your tree on the left is today. When you feel steady, you can grow your tree. Take 2 more breaths in tree pose. And at the end of your second exhale, you can release from tree. Take extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. And high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Press back, downward facing dog. Take triangle on the right. Step your right foot forward. This time, right leg is going to be straight. Warrior 2 arms. You can take it down, your right hand down to your shin, your foot, or the outside of your right foot. Opening your chest and your hips up to the left side of your space. Side facing wide leg forward fold. Sweep your left arm down. And if you have tighter hamstrings, a wider stance may feel a little better. And take your hands wherever it feels good. You can have them on the mat under your shoulders. You can take them out to your ankles or your feet. Be curious with your body, what you feel, where you feel it. Slowly come to standing. And from here, we're just going to pivot our left foot. So turn your left foot towards the back of your mat, maybe. Yeah. And we're going to take triangle pose on the left. Warrior 2 arms again. Reach down for your shin, foot, or the outside of your left foot. Feels good on your neck. You can take your gaze up to your right hand. Sweep your right arm down and come back to side facing wide leg forward fold. This time, take a shoulder rinse. You can clasp your hands together behind your back. And without locking your elbows, let your arms drop forward. Slowly come to standing and step to the front of your mat. extended mountain, forward fold, halfway lift, high to low plank, our last time flowing through, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Wave forward to a high plank, and then lower all the way down to the mat, to your belly. So find stillness for a second, however you feel comfortable. You can rest your head on the left or right side, or your hands on your forehead. Finding stillness. A moment of quiet. Feeling ourselves breathe. Maybe a little heavier than usual. Again, presencing yourself on your mat, in your space, in your body. With the sounds around you. Not having to respond to them, but knowing that they're there. You are here. Slowly stretch both of your arms straight out in front of you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, and rise, bring your legs off the ground, your arms off the ground. And then slowly take your arms back to locust. So back behind you like you're reaching for your feet. And release, come down to the mat. And raise just your right leg behind you and reach for your right ankle. Take half floor bow on the right. And then stretch in the front of our legs through our quads. Release the right side. Take half floor bow on the left. Release your left leg. Now raise both legs. We're going to take one full floor bow. So reach for your ankles, feet, toes. And on the inhale, rise up. Take your gaze up. It will help you lift. Take a deep inhale and stay for your exhale. One more. Release. You can windshield wiper your legs from side to side. while we are on our bellies. Let's take whale pose. When you feel ready, take your arms out to a capital T. And drop your left leg over behind the right. And I'll do it again so make sure you see me. Making some pops and cracks in your back. As long as it's not painful, hopefully it gives you some release. Take 3 more breaths and then slowly make your way onto your belly. Take a deep inhale and exhale. And the same thing on the left. This time, take your right leg and drop it behind the left. Take 2 more breaths and slowly make your way back over to your belly after your second exhale. When you feel ready, make your way to your back, however is best for you. To line on your back. We're going to take 1 bridge today or a wheel, however you feel. Go for it. Set up for bridge or wheel. Take a deep inhale, exhale, and rise on your inhale. Take bridge pose, which is here. Press your hips up to the ceiling. Or if you want, you can take wheel. Whichever feels good to your body today. Listen, honor yourself. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down to the mat. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop out wide. Place 1 hand on your heart and 1 hand on your belly. Or you can take your hands out to the sides, maybe opening them up to the ceiling to receive something that you may need. Happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Pull your knees into your armpits. You can even rock from side to side. Hug your knees into your chest and start to rock to get enough momentum to come all the way to sitting up on your mat. Rock north and south on your mat. And then make your way into half pigeon on the right. However feels good. You can come through downward facing dog or just go right into it. So much going on around us every day, the news, in the world, in our own personal lives. It's so important for us to find stillness, feel how we feel, adjust when we need to. And know that whatever we do, whatever decision we make in that moment, it was right for us in that moment. Slowly make your way out of half pigeon on the right. Press back to downward facing dog. Shake your hips out. Then come into half pigeon on the left. How do you create calm, create stillness for yourself? It's a moment to unwind or to not have to think or plan or do, but just be. It's just as important to just be as it is to do. Slowly make your way out of half pigeon on the left and come to double pigeon. You're already seated and swing your right leg around. If double pigeon is too much for your hips, I do have a little space here. You can always straighten your left leg, take figure four. Same hip stretch. Take double pigeon on the left, so opposite leg over this time. Come here, or figure 4 again. Take 3 more breaths. When you're ready, the end of your third exhale, straighten both of your legs out in front of you. And take a big inhale. Take your fingertips up to the ceiling. And reach for your toes or your feet or ankle shins, wherever you have access. Take seated forward fold. You can always bend your knees here. The goal is not head to toes, torso to your legs. You want to get deep stretch through the back side of your body, up through your hamstrings, glutes, back. Slowly release your seated forward fold and make your way to lying on your back. Your knees up to the ceiling. Gently let them rock from side to side. Whichever side you're on, let both knees fall to that side. Taking an easy supine twist. Slowly let your knees rock to the opposite side and fall over to that side. Bring your knees back up to center and hug your knees into your chest. And then send them straight up for waterfall, or you can take legs up the wall. It's accessible for you. Let the wall support you. Probably said this before, but I love to think of waterfall. It's like an energy waterfall. Flex your toes back towards your face and let all the energy you built up pour back into you. Supta Baddha Kadasana. One more time. Soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Again, you can place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. If that feels good. While you're here, I want to read you a short passage from Journey to the Heart. And it says, there's power in stillness. Our miracles and life's magic don't appear when we're restless and frantic. The miracles and magic happen when we're still, quiet, calm, and trusting. Each of us has favorite items and places that help to calm and quiet us. What stills your mind? A walk in the park, a special place in the city, a quiet room, an old comfy robe, a rock, a cross, a picture, a lit candle. Use these places and things to find that place of stillness in yourself. Find the power in stillness. It's a power that comes gently, like the morning sunrise or the evening stars. Shavasana. And stretch your arms and legs out. Take up space. And just be. Take time each day to seek out stillness, to find that sacred spot. Let your mind and soul be at ease. Don't grasp and grab for the magic and miracles. When you reside in that place of stillness, the joy, miracles, and magic you're seeking will find you. Start to deepen your breath and bring slow, gentle movement to your fingers and toes. Let that movement creep up to your wrist and ankles. Take wrist and ankle circles. And let that movement move all the way through your arms and legs. Take a big overhead stretch like you do in the morning. When you feel ready, hug your knees in. Roll over to one side. And make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Your hands at heart center. We will end just how we started with one cleansing breath together. Take a deep inhale. Audible exhale. Your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. For kind thoughts to yourself and others. And bring them down to your lips for kind words to yourself and others. And back down to your heart center. And together we bow and say namaste.